Okay, no touching face.
I guess I'm touching my hair.
No touching face, no touching hair. Less ums.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. There's a lot of ums.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. It is the 3rd of February. So we're 3 days into the challenge already. The thumbnail's wrong. In any case, February 2019. This is our first real challenge for a couples challenge. We're super excited. So our first challenge is intermittent fasting and keto diet. What is all this? So it's a big fad buzzword over the last 6 to 12 months. And Aimee and I really wanted to learn what it's all about and see why everybody's so into it.
Because we know a lot of people who are doing this diet.
Yeah, not only do we know a lot of people that are doing this diet, we know a lot of people that lost a lot of weight doing this diet. We did some research as our normal schedule. The last 9 days we've spent doing research. It was really frustrating trying to figure out the difference between keto dieting and intermittent fasting. And it was all kind of a light bulb, which we'll put a couple of video links down below. Tech Insider had a video that broke it down really well. It's a short video, it's 3 minutes long. But essentially, keto diet and intermittent fasting both drive you to ketosis. What is ketosis? Ketosis, for layman's term, is essentially teaching your body how to run off of the fats rather than the carbs. So what we learned, simplified, is keto and intermittent fasting, they do the same thing, which is try to get you to ketosis. Intermittent fasting, the traditional model, is essentially you eat for 8 hours in a 24-hour period and then you don't eat for 16. And the idea there is 10 to 16 hours in to your fasting, your body runs out of carbs. Or not necessarily runs out of carbs. It stops consuming carbs and it starts consuming your fat. So it starts looking at your fat cells and it starts eating that instead. So the idea there is you're essentially starving yourself of carbs so that it starts to learn how to function off of fats. That's why people lose weight. The keto diet, again, does the similar thing, getting you to ketosis, but instead you're actually limiting how many carbs you put in your body. So they both functionally do the same thing, which is get you ketosis, where your body is consuming the fat or learning how to run off of fat. That being said, the combination of the two, if you do it together, is more effective than you do one or the other. Intermittent fasting, as we learned, is roughly 4 times more effective than the actual keto diet itself. So I think we originally said we were going to do intermittent fasting, and then we threw in the...
No, I think it was keto.
Okay, either way, we're going to do both for the next 21 days. And maybe beyond, but for at least the challenge, we'll be doing it for the next 21 days. And we started 3 days ago.
I started 2 days ago.
I started 3 days ago. Aimee started 2 days ago because she lost track of the calendar and there was donuts in front of her early in the morning.
We all lost track of the calendar.
Not me.
You did.
No, I didn't. Well,
until the morning.
I told you the wrong date. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's our challenge for the next 21 days. A lot of athletes use both keto and intermittent fasting, like ultra runners, for example, because you can't consume enough food or carbs for your run. So essentially you train your body to burn the fat that's already on it. That's why people get so lean. We're looking forward to that. We're looking forward to see what it's going to be like to get to ketosis if we ever get there. Aimee.
Yeah.
What is the rule? So what is our foundation for this challenge?
So we have decided to go with the traditional method of 16 and 8. We are going to be fasting for 16 hours in a 24-hour period and then cramming our meals into an 8-hour period. Mm-hmm. David found a really great website that calculates how many carbs you're supposed to get, how many calories you're supposed to intake, along with the amount of fat. And I know for myself, we had calculated that I'm supposed to get 25 grams of carbs only a day, 1,300 grams or 1,300 calories, and 100 grams of fat. between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. that is going to be our window.
The whole keto diet is feed yourself a ton of fat so your body starts learning how to use the fat, deprive yourself of carbs. So for Aimee, she's still going to do 1,300 calories just because she's trying to lose some weight in the process, but she's going to be eating 100 grams of fat, which is a really high amount of fat, and she's only limited to 25 grams of carbs. For myself, I'm at that 1,700 calories, and I get 140 grams of fat, but I also only get 25 grams of carbs. That 25 grams of carbs seems to be kind of that standard
Consistent
traditional.
across the board.
Correct. To Aimee's point, you're talking about the times that we're going to eat. So when can we start? When can we stop?
So we are going to be starting at 10 a.m. We're pretty much just going to be skipping breakfast. The last 2 mornings we've done the keto coffee. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's fairly easy. You need a couple more ingredients than just your cream and sugar. But because I can no longer have the sugar, I can use sweetener, but I just choose not to. We've decided to go with a tablespoon of cocoa powder, tablespoon of butter, and lots of heavy cream.
And lots of heavy cream. And then we ordered MCT oil too. Over the last 3 days, the reason why we haven't been able to shoot this video is my fault. The reason why is we've been in Kentucky for the last 3 days. So the beginning of the month when we started the challenge, we were actually out visiting some friends, and I forgot to bring the camera equipment along. So that's why we're shooting this 3 days later. Also, one of the things we learned over the last 3 days is actually this is fairly convenient.
It's not hard to go to a restaurant and find substitutes for your meals.
Correct.
We'll be eating a lot more salads. Salads we never really ate a whole lot of.
Yeah, I think a little bit of salads, but a lot more of like fatty foods on top of the salads.
Lots of bacon.
So lots of bacon, lots of
cheese.
meat, lots of blue cheese.
Salted, cured, whatever.
To Aimee's point, like it was fairly easy to do this challenge even though we were on the road or with friends. Our friends were super nice to accommodate with our diet, so totally appreciate that.
So was their family.
So that was very nice. But yesterday was a travel day. So any of you guys have had a travel day, you know what that's like. It's hectic. We have a 2-year-old. It's challenging, but honestly, we could have went to pretty much any of the restaurants we traditionally would go to and find a substitute that was keto friendly. In addition to that, we got home last night. So today we had to do a lot of makeup that we would have done at the beginning of the month. So we did a lot of meal planning. Aimee
grocery shopping.
Planned out the next 7 days. We did a lot of grocery shopping. If you followed us on Instagram, we went to Costco, went to Fred Meyer, bought a ton of stuff. But it's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. What's our goals for this? So our goals...
Lose weight.
So our goal, as you can imagine, is lose weight. Excited about that.
Last 10 baby pounds have been impossible to get rid of.
I mean, obviously lose weight, but kind of like we started the video, the other big goal is just to understand why everybody does this.
Why it's such a big deal.
Why it's such a big deal, how difficult it is to do.
But really, it's not been that difficult.
Is that it? To wrap this up, every day on Instagram, we're posting how we're doing, obviously posting what we're eating, what advancements we've made. We're looking forward to
posting the results.
We'll post the stuff we bought recently. We'll post our measurements on our website so you can see our finish to our end. And
our start to our end. Our finish to our end.
Our start to our end.
Start to our finish.
Our start to our finish.
Beginning to end.
Oh, it's late.
It's not that late.
It's not that late. Yeah, so we'll keep you guys posted on Instagram with our day-to-day. We will have a second video on our 11th/12th day. And then on the 21st, we'll have our... Yeah.
The mid-tro video.
Mid-tro. And then we'll have our wrap-up video on the 21st. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get to ketosis. We're going to pee on a stick to make sure we're at ketosis. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that in the next video.
Oh my gosh.
Great. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's a great way to end it.
Yeah, that was a great way to end it, let's be honest. Okay, with that, bye guys.
You're waving again. You can't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I keep
see?
forgetting about that. Okay.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay
Bye,
tuned
guys.
for the next video.
Talk to you then.
Bye.
Bye.